Are you ready to awaken, heal, and align with your highest self? I'm Heather Len, founder of Heart Alchemy Wellness, a spiritual life coach, certified Ayurvedic nutritionist, QHHT practitioner, and 300-hour YTT yoga instructor. I've dedicated my journey to guiding others through deep transformations through shadow work and energetic healing. Through Chakra Wave Tuning and trauma-informed sound therapy, I help you unlock your inner wisdom, balance your energy, and step into your true power. Whether through one-on-one sessions or through our immersive retreats, I'm here to support your path to wholeness. Join me on this journey of self-discovery and healing. It's time to reclaim your power, awaken your heart, and step into the life you were meant to live.
Good morning, good morning. It's Friday, everyone. I hope you guys are feeling well and smelling well. Coach Heather Lynn this morning, here with Daily Vibes with Heather Lynn. Just wanted to make a few announcements. Check the deets below. I am hosting a divine alignment with my collaborative partner, Christo Light. Really excited about this. On November the 16th, we are going to start bringing a weekly divine alignment course, class, gathering for the collective here in Dayton. So please, come join us. It's going to be a potluck. It is donation based. We're trying to just bring in the beautiful energy and just share the knowledge that, that we're here to share with you guys. Really excited about it. Week 1 is about chakras. We're going to learn all about the beautiful rainbow of the chakra system, about, how it, what each chakra means, and just a little bit about how to, check if you're in balance, out of balance, and, just some beautiful tips on how to maximize your auric field. So that's going to be week 1. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started with what we came here to do. So this morning, we're going to go ahead and do our full show today. We're going to start off with some breath work. We'll do our Qigong, and then we're going to basically honor our light, and then we're going to be released to the beautiful day to shine our light as light leaders, right? Because that's what we're here for. At least if you follow me, you probably are a light leader or someone that's here to be a participant in the collective. And how do we do that? We do that individually. We transmute any of the issues that we're going through personally. How do we do that? Guys, how do we do that? Well, first we have to open our heart. We have to first recognize that, there's a problem, Raja. My heart is closed. Second, we have to be vulnerable and willing to take these action steps to open up your heart. I'm going through a heart awakening because you guys always hear me talk about my throat chakra. Well, part of my throat chakra has to do with my heart chakra. And I'm going through, let's be honest, a whole rehab of my concept of love and relationships and how they serve me. And it's been a doozy, and it's been exciting. But now that I know what I'm going through and I understand the assignment, I'm like, okay, guys, let's, release anything that needs to be gone. Because finally, one of the layers that I had to lay down was control. I had to surrender control. Once I learned to surrender control, then I started listening to the body cues, right, that my body would give me when I would try to control. It's a lesson. It's a reprogramming of the subconscious mind, because my subconscious mind, would seep up like, hey, Roger, there's something wrong. And then my conscious mind's like, no, let's just busy the mind. Let's just keep going. Right? Because that's what happens. And then it gets shoved even further. And then my subconscious like, hey, there's something there. And now it's these times that when we recognize that, hey, there's something there, we need some work, then the healing process can begin. At the point that we take accountability, okay, and forgiveness is involved. And we talked about this yesterday. Forgiveness is not about being upset with Johnny and Johnny kicking your knee, right? Because we found out yesterday that we kicked Johnny a long time ago, but we forgot about that because our veil of consciousness, when we come into this lifetime, a part of our soul contract and our agreement is forgetfulness. The veil of consciousness, we have a veil. It's like covered. It's like, okay, what's our soul contract? I don't know. I'm driving by, right? That's why astrology, okay, or the occult, they call it the occult or the mystics, right? That information, that knowledge has been used and has been passed down for generation to generation. Why do you think Beyonce and them powered a 0-degree Leo? See what I mean? People have been using it to have babies to bring in power on the energies based on the time and day of birth. So there's a lot that goes into this, and it goes deep. Y'all know me. I can go deep in the past life. I can get lost in the sauce. So, all right, so we're going to do our oracle card today, but first we're going to cleanse with my mini gong. I had to bring my gong out. I love it. I'm going to get a big gong for our classes, guys, and then we're going to be like, ah! And scream in it like this. Right? So basically we're learning to release the energy in our throat. And I tell you exactly where mine's at. I'm going, like I said, I know where I'm at, and I'm accepting of it. I just have to honor the feelings that come up because they've been shoved and stuffed. And it's going to take about another 4 or 5 months. Okay? But then my next transit, beautiful to say, is all of my gifts are online. And that it's supposed to be me and my gifts, and I'm supposed to be mastering them. So yeah! So that means that the healing's done. But let's go ahead and chime into today's energy. And we're going to do an Om. To clear our crown chakra, babies. All right, so today I'm using my tea leaf cards. I've had them forever, but I really don't use them, and I'm being guided today to use them. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick an astro house, then the month of the year, and then there's going to be a message of what's going to happen in that year for you, right? So let's just dive on in and see what we have. I'm excited. So the first one is the astro house. What house is this message going to be in for us, right? So what message? Career house. All right, so there's a message in our career house. And what month of the year is this going to happen in? When is this message or information or knowledge going to arrive? What month can we all be expecting this in our career house? Come on. Oh, I got these too. Okay. So one of us says there's going to be something in July. And of course that's summer. And I see waves, okay? And then October. Okay, so let's see what's going on. And I'm being guided. There's 2 halves to the cards. Okay, this half is going to be for July. This half is going to be for October. So let's see some of the things that we can experience in July. I only take flyers, and I'm being guided there a couple. So let me just go through this. Dude, that's too many. Oh, I see. It split it for me. Huh, there's none in that one. Half and half. Okay, so for July, wow, there's a bunch. It says, you will receive a gift. So in July, you're going to receive a gift in a box. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life, arrow. So you're going to receive a gift based on your past life. And your psychic ability is your I. Trust your intuition. Okay? So basically in July, we're going to receive a message that corresponds to our gifts about being on the right path and following our intuition. So, and then October, let's see what October's message is. This is exciting. So October is the fall. Basically, that's when we're starting to declutter and get rid of things. Things are starting to die, and it's time to go into that rest and breath phase of our life, right? Things are starting to slow down. Ooh, a stubborn, aggressive person. Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Crib, birth or conception of a birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So, let's read this one. Let's read the Ram. And it says Aries. So basically what I'm getting is that in October, there's going to be an Aries energy, okay? Hang on. Yeah. The Ram. Aries is the Ram. I didn't think about it. A person you should not cross. The birth of an enterprise. Huh. And I believe that this might have been, I'm getting the energy for October. This could have been something this past October, or it is something that's coming up this October. I'm getting the feeling that this is something in the past, something that happened in October. That's what I'm being guided in the career house. So, yeah, an arrogant person or a boastful person you should not cross. So it doesn't mean that it's bad. Okay, so I'm getting like an air, boastful can be prideful, taking responsibility. Aries is that action energy, like I want it done now. It's got to be da, right? So it's not a bad thing. So basically what I'm getting is that there's going to be an energy with probably an Aries energy, and that there's going to be an energetic exchange where you guys are going to create something. There's going to be something that's created. Okay? So this is either an energy that began in October of this year, or you're going to see this energy in October 2025. 2024 is all going to begin, because this makes sense in the past, that we've met someone and that they were very, and basically the energy that I'm getting is Aries energy, and the boastfulness or the energy that I'm getting is not something that's bad or aggressive. It is more like commanding and powerful, and this is, an astute leader. That's the vibe I'm getting. Initially, my ego was like, hey, where are we going with this? But that's where we're going. So basically, an Aries, or basically an energy of action, movement, of fire. And it's coming, babies. So you guys have something going on in the career house. In July, you're going to get a gift. Well, I already told you guys my gifts, my clairs are coming on, all the rest of them, because I'm already clairaudient. I can hear, I can see, but my shamanic eyes or my foresight eyes are only 72 hours. It's within the 72-hour window, and I dream about that. So I do get foresight, but the way that I download it is in forms of dreams, or like if I'm lucid dreaming or something like that. So, however, I'm supposed to be cultivating these, which is a part of the boundaries. Because Pisces, anyone that has Pisces in you, you struggle setting boundaries. You either have excessive boundaries or you have trouble setting them. I'm the quite opposite. I've learned how to set them now. Why? Because when you're the type of, by my design, I could easily get hurt. I could easily get hurt. I could easily walk myself into a situation where I'm deceived. And if I don't show discernment, this is the old Heather. This is why these boundaries and discernment became my best friends, because I would give to everyone. All right, so July and October. Let's keep an eye out for that energy. All right, so let's do our Qigong. So Qigong is an ancient Chinese practice. The reason why we do it is because energy stores in our lymphatic system, right? In our lymphatic system, we have lymph nodes here, like in here, our throat, behind our ears. There are nodules everywhere in our body. So when we do this Qigong practice, we are actually stimulating our lymphatic system. We're allowing any energy to move through our body, right? So the natural flow of body, or the circadian of our body, is like this. So it goes up and down like this, okay? So like two halves, think about it, in your auric field. And it's actually the same way that we would think about reality, like how what is it? Oh my gosh, I just was looking at it yesterday, and that's why I'm having a brain fart. It's okay, we're gonna move forward. However, our body and our auric field, it expands out, right? So basically what this is doing is this is allowing the energy on each half, our divine masculine on our right side, our divine feminine on our heart side, right? Our nurturing aspect of ourselves. We have two halves of our body, okay? The right side also represents anything that is recent. Any energy that's recent that you may be having. So if you have an ailment that is on the right side of your body, it's probably something that you recently experienced and you manifested it because you were aligned with the energy that created the ailment, okay? Or if it's on the left side, this is something that's been carried on for quite some time, okay? I'm going to be honest. I have a benign tumor on my left breast, and I've asked to have them remove it. They said pretty much there's no reason to remove it because it's going to ebb and it's going to wane and ebb. So it's going to ebb and flow. Pretty much it's going to get bigger, smaller, and it's for me to find out the emotion that is stored there to alchemize it completely, right? They pretty much said, hey, we ain't doing shit about it, girl, right? So the fear Heather would be like, oh my gosh, there's something wrong. And then the new Heather's like, no, there's a message
You
there.
didn't know that healing could feel this transformative. Join us in Colorado for a retreat unlike any other. Join us from June 6th to 9th at the Sacred Kingdom Colorado Holistic Retreat nestled near Fort Collins. Imagine immersing yourself in nature, surrounded by breathtaking scenery and connecting with a community of like-minded souls. Led by Marcus Crystallite of Sacred Light, Heather Lynn of Heart Alchemy Wellness, our retreat offers a unique blend of quantum healing modalities designed to elevate your mind, body, and spirit. Experience the profound effects of quantum hypnosis, where you'll unlock hidden potentials and release deep-seated emotions. Dive into the soothing waves of sound healing, allowing vibrations to wash over you and restore your inner harmony. Engage in guided meditations that will ground you in the present moment and reconnect you with your true self. And that's not all. You'll enjoy nourishing vegetarian and vegan meals, sip on cacao and reishi coffee, and hike through the picturesque landscape. It's not just a retreat, it's a journey to wholeness. Whether you're a seasoned wellness seeker or new to holistic practices, this retreat welcomes you with open arms. Don't miss out on this extraordinary opportunity to heal, grow, and reconnect. Scan the QR code on the flyer to start your registration, or text Marcus Crystallite at 513-238-5580 for more information. Transform your life and embrace the journey at the Sacred Kingdom Colorado Holistic Retreat. Your path to healing starts here.
And so the message was, guys, listen, here's the message. Quit messing with your daily practices. You were guided to do this to keep you healthy, wealthy, and abundant. in your body, mind, and spirit. When I would stop doing it, I am causing blockages, because the type of work that I do, whether it is with the staffing company or it is my healing work, I am giving to others in some facet or some form. If I don't take a break and I'm not honoring my rest and breath cycles, or taking time out for Qigong and I let life happen to me, part of my life's purpose is to remind others that when that happens, blockages occur. So what happens? My body gets all blocked up, guys. That's what happens. It gets all blocked up. 2 weeks. And I'm like, ah. So what am I saying here? What I'm saying is, when I do the lymphatic flush, that tumor goes away. Goes away. It's not even there. It's like, oh, we're just, right? But when I forget my practice and I go back to my mother's breathing pattern, because remember, we inherit our mother's rest and breath pattern. What was your mama like when she was pregnant with you? My mother was a firecracker. She's a red-headed firecracker, but a lover, a very beautiful, vibrant, intelligent soul. Okay? So, but we do Qigong because it's a lymphatic flush, and it's going to clear our lymphatic system, and really it gets emotions out. So what we're going to do is we're going to clap our hands 9 times. Our hands represent a specific part of our body, okay? And certain emotions store in our fingers. Okay, you can go on and look at what's stored, what I hit my thumb, what energy is stored in the thumb. It'll show you. Why? Because this medicine has been around since the beginning of time, long before our Western medicine was, right? And think about this. Let's think about some stats here. Cancer. Why are our cancer statistics so high in Western medicine, even though we have the best of the best? Do we? Are we really eating the best food? Do we even know what our food is the real question. Ugh. Have you seen the rubbery watermelon? Like, what the heck? We planted a garden this year and nothing grew. It was just like a bunch of dead seeds. It's like, ah! Right? So, but it's just, we need to allow that thing to go and flow too. But we just need to remember to take care of our body. And this helps us. And there are a lot of memories that are stored in our hands that we need to let go. And we don't realize it. Okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take a deep breath. Pull your hands out. Feel the tingling sensation. And I know you can, because I do this every day and my hands sting every time. Right now, energetically, I'm getting my middle finger is pulsating right here at the end, right? My middle finger is my finger to the ethers, to God, to divine consciousness. This finger, actually there are a couple mudras. I'm trying to think of the mudra. There are a couple of mudras that will connect the fingers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So there are different mudras that mean different things. So, and they represent different facets of your auric body. So, let's move to our underarms. This right here is our top of our heart chamber. Let's be real honest. A couple things can happen here. If you're a light worker, you probably have shoulder pain because you're giving and you have the weight of the world, the weight of your clients, the weight of your family. If you're a giver, you probably have some shoulder storage. It doesn't mean it has to be completely blocked, but it can be some stagnation, crystallization, and this usually stings really bad. Because I know I'm going through a heart restoration where I'm supposed to be wearing my sleeve on my shoulder, my heart on my shoulder. And the old Heather wouldn't have showed you I had any feelings. I would have probably I would have been Betty kicking you in your knee and like, I don't like you, Johnny. Get away from me. That's just the honest truth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because the lifetime before that, Johnny broke my heart, and I still recognize that this lifetime, and I'm just like snub as a bird, like trying to blame Johnny again, right? Even though it was my own attachment that got me here, right? Accountability is in the forgiveness is in here. You gotta love it when you can't complain and blame anymore. That's what I love when people try to, I'm like, whatever, dude, like, if you only knew. And it's okay, because you know, what I believe is what I believe. You know, what others believe is what they believe. You have to hold space and honor, you know, the differences. So, trying to think. So I feel the stagnation. Did I do that outside? I'm trying to see if I did do it. I did, okay. I'm just trying to feel the sensations. My divine feminine's like, yeah, I got a little tingling. All right, we're gonna move to our elbow creases. And again, guys, this starts getting into our ability to give and receive love. I just want to throw a fun fact out there. Take this with a grain of salt, but it's something that I need to share with you. Where does childhood trauma store in the body? And once I tell you, I'm going to give you a fun fact where it all starts making sense. Where does the childhood trauma store? Okay. Let's start going into some statistics. Number 1 age group, and just gonna put it out there, white men. You guys have the highest suicide rate over the age of 55 in the world. Here in the US. In the world. I'm just gonna do a mic drop right there. Why do you think that is, guys? Think about the age group. Think about what they grew up in. Think about the energy, the essence of their parents and their grandparents. Do you think that feeling a thing was allowed? What happens at age 55, guys? Your Saturn return comes back. Your third one, baby, around age 56 to 58. Ding, 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 ding. Are we getting some hints here? Are we getting some hints? So, life cycle 1, Saturn at age 28. We're breezing through life. We're cruising through life. Are we creating karma? Or are we working with our dharma? Do you see? Right? Second one comes around. Age 56. Number 2 check-in. Cruising on in. You felt those emotions yet? Hey. Hey. Are you still stuffing and shoving? Oh, you is? Okay. Let's start throwing Pluto up in here. See if you can release some of this energy. Oh, you don't need that? Oh, let me just throw Chiron at your ass. You feel it yet? Oh, you still in denial? Then the pain becomes unbearable. Period. It doesn't matter what age. There's pain here. Why do you think it happens here? There's knowledge here. There's healing here. And it's an extension of your giving and your receiving. What message do you think that is? Cut off your ability to give and receive love, which stems to a whole systematic decay of the emotional well-being, because we're pack tribes, man. We can deny it and we can be in solitude for a certain amount of time, but there's only so much that we can do in solitude. So, I mean, and I bring this up because when you see an incident and that is the case, you can recognize how deep this generational stuff can go. Remember, it stores in our myofascial tissue. People could be experiencing something that's not even from this time. Let's take a deep breath in on that. Breathe that out. Right? That's why we have to honor where we're at. We're learning not to be judgmental beings. How are we going to judge? We've done it in the past life. I've been a man. I've been a woman. I've been black. I've been, Native American. I've been a freaking samurai. These are all lifetimes that I have a memory recognition over. I was a warrior and a male a lot of my life. I remember those lifetimes. I remember fighting. I remember this lifetime getting angry as a kid, and that energy seeping up through my subconscious of where I was literally, as an Indian, just like, when they do scalp people and shit. Do you think that was nice of me? No. The energy has come back some of this lifetime, and I've paid it back in other lifetimes. But that was the way that the times were at that time, so I had to honor that. But that memory recognition, or if people were in Atlantis, a lot of the monks, they say that the monks, the part of the reason why there's, they signed a vow of silence, and a lot of them will continue to go into monkhood or priesthood or sisterhood because of this vow. These vows that we make in each lifetime on these soul contracts, we have to be careful because they're powerful. Like, I know I've signed a vow of secrecy in one lifetime. I can get the knowledge, but I don't, and some people that have that, usually people that have something of knowledge or valuable, they have signed some sort of oath of secrecy. But now that's not really in alignment with where we're going, because the information that's being hidden is the information that we're teaching that's coming out. It's basically here to help us to say, hey guys, we're a divine being, right? We have all these gifts. These are our divine birth gifts, our divine rights. Being telepathic, that's a normal gift. We just have to build that muscle. You know what I mean? You want a lucid dream? Work on that muscle. Telekinesis, telepathic, photographic memory is one of mine. A lot of these things are here to help us, and there are gifts that we were born with. One of my gifts is the ability to change the heat of the room. I have to be careful though, because if I'm not in alignment, then, usually if it's this side against this side, I can usually stay pretty neutral, right? Because I have that ability to see both sides. But I have to show discernment. But I'm a good peacekeeper. I'm great at negotiation. I'm great with words. And these are the gifts that that are mine, that are here to be cultivated. And your gifts are going online. What are they? I used to be afraid. The first time I kind of came out with my mother about what I did, my mom's a Scorpio. She knows more than she leads on. She has to play dumb because of programming, right? My mother knows. She's a Scorpio. She knows how to navigate the void. Trust me. I think that's where I get a lot of the Scorpio complexes in my chart, is to help me overcome some of the things that her and I were here to overcome together. And I'm still learning my contract with my mom, because I'm going to be real honest. I love my mom. I know my mother loves me. But there really has not been that compassionate, close love. Now, she has been able to find that with my little sister, which is fine. But, you know, me and my 5 sisters, we were adults by then. She totally deserved that, you know, and I honor and I love that. And I'm okay that I didn't get that, because in my turn, I wasn't supposed to get that. I'm not going to be this spunky, feisty Heather if I was going to get that nurturing, right? I had to, my path was to overcome not needing those facets like that. Yeah, I'm here to be more independent. Just being real. My Aquarius, or my Capricorn, is it? Yeah. My Aquarius South Node pretty much is where a lot of that comes from, where I relied on, you know, community and stuff like that. In this lifetime, I'm really supposed to be focusing on individuality. I have Leo in the 2nd house, and someone told me that I would probably never be married because of the Leo in the 2nd house. I'm like, damn. And then I read something on my astrology chart that did say that I don't really, and the reason why is because a partner for me is a choice. Okay? I don't need a partner out of financial reasons, and the other reasons that other people need it. Right? I'm totally whole on my own, as most people are. That's not what I'm saying. But my soul can travel alone and be okay being okay alone. Short term. Short term. That's one facet. But then there's the other facet of me, like my Cancer side, that's like, no, you really need to be in partnership. So I'm constantly in battle between these two. Like, oh, you need partnership. No, you don't. Yeah, you do. No, you don't. Yeah, you do. Partnership, though, I'm redefining. What is partnership? For me, the way I was raised, partnership was the one that you had to stick there through thin to thin. Even if they made you mad, you had to stay there. That ain't it. You make me mad, you make me upset, I can love you unconditionally. However, the discernment in me has to set this boundary where you got to stay in this corner and I got to stay over here, and we're not the cross paths. Period. Right? We're, you know, I believe in oneness consciousness. You're here, we're here. You know, nothing's wrong with each other. However, the energy needs to stay. And this is what we're learning, right? So, what's going on in your career house in July? We're going to receive a gift. Reminding us we're on the right path, and that to trust your intuition. Okay? Now, October. When October comes in, remember, we have to show discernment here, because we're going to have a stubborn person, a stubborn or aggressive person. And y'all know me, my Pluto and Libra is just like, what is this? The aggression. But I believe it could be arrogant, boastful person you should not cross, and birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So what I'm getting out of this is, you know, Ram, Aries. This is Aries energy. Let me just read it. I want to read it. Where are you, Ram? Ram. Right, here we go. Ram. It says a ram appears with massive horns curling around its head. The ram is guarding its territory, prepared to do battle with anyone or anything that gets in the way. This card indicates that either the Aquarius is being stubborn and aggressive, or that the Aquarius will have dealings with a person who is stubborn and aggressive. Either way, you should take care and consider diplomacy as the best course of action. Remember, we're trying to stay in alignment with our higher self. And let's see what the rooster says. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. A rooster crows in the first light of the morning, awakening the farmer and his family. The cock is puffed up with his own sense of importance. It preens its brightly colored feathers and crows again. This symbol indicates that you will have dealings with an arrogant, boastful person and advises you play the diplomat and do not cross the person or you will regret it. And then it says birth or conception of an enterprise. So basically what it's just reminding us is that energy comes and goes. So again, it's this Aries energy. Watch the action that you're taking, you know, and don't cross the individual that you're working with, you know, because you guys are trying to truly create something. All right, guys, much love, much light. I'm going to lead you guys out into your day, and we're going to go ahead and just, what is it you want to create today? Or call in. For me, I just need more playtime. I have been just overworked and underplayed. I come home and then it's just like, ugh. I just want to play. For real, like this weekend, like I'm chilling. Like I am disconnecting. Because starting next weekend, I have these classes and I have some stuff I need to get prepared. Whew. All right, let's ding this energy. So my intention today is to go kick some butt at work, and it all works. You know me, because I got a couple things always going on. Cheers to the future, guys. Cheers to love. Here's to our honoring our light. Here's the honoring our shadow. Here's the honoring all the energies that we come across, even if we have to be the diplomat in an aggressive situation. Much love. Y'all have a great day.
This is why you need to experience the Holistic Healing for Veterans Retreat, a sanctuary for your mind, body, and soul. On July 12th and 13th in the heart of Loveland, Ohio, Marcus Christolite of Sacred Light and former Marine Sergeant A.J. Lardy invite you to the first ever Holistic Healing for Veterans Retreat. Picture this, 2 days dedicated to you. Dive deep into workshops on trauma healing, sound therapy, shadow work, and so much more. Imagine the tranquility of outdoor camping, the nourishment of plant-based meals, and the power of community healing. This retreat is not just another program. It's a quantum leap towards reclaiming your inner peace. Connect with experts like Heather Lynn from Heart Alchemy Wellness and the intuitive Sam. These practitioners are here to guide you through a transformative experience. Here's the best part, it's affordable. We know how crucial accessible care is. This retreat is designed with you in mind, ensuring that healing is within reach. Ready to embark on this journey? Scan the QR code on the flyer or text Marcus Christolite at 513-238-5580 to secure your spot. Healing, connection, transformation, this is your time. Join us in Loveland, Ohio, and take the first step towards reclaiming your wellness. Remember, you're not just attending a retreat, you're joining a community, a tribe of veterans ready to heal together. So are you ready to heal? We'll see you there.